Welcome back, everybody. This isn't 2.3. We are on 2.4, guys. What a horrible mistake I made. Which is function operations and compositions. And by the end of this, you should be able to perform operations. And when I say operations, I mean addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division with functions and find their compositions. And what I mean by compositions is if I take a function, say x squared, and I take another function, say 2x plus 1, a composition is where you take this x squared and put it in to the x for this, which would make it 2x squared plus 1. So it's a composition of functions, putting one inside another one. But we're going to start off with addition and subtraction. We'll get to compositions later. You guys will just have to wait, or you might not have to. You could jump ahead, because this is on video. But let's do this first. Okay, so we want to figure out how to add and subtract functions. And when you're adding subtraction functions, I got this function right here, f of x, and I got this function here, g of x. Let's do this one red, and this one purple. And we're going to add these two things together. So what you have to do when you're adding them, it's this, you got to bring like terms together, is what we're doing here. So I'm just going to rewrite this whole thing. I got 5x squared minus 2x plus 3, and we're adding, because it's asking us to add, plus 4x squared plus 7x minus 5. Okay, so we're just adding these two functions. Now what's nice about adding is it's as simple as just combining like terms. So let's do that. Let's combine our like terms. We got to find our like terms, and when we're doing that, we're looking for x's and y's to have the same powers and things like that. So here I have 5x squared. So I need to find another x squared term, and I found it. It's right there, this 4x squared. And so if I combine those two together, I get 9x squared. Okay, so combine those together. And then let's combine some more terms. I got this negative 2x, and I got a positive 4x. A negative 2 plus a positive 4 is equal to a positive 2x, right? And let's do one more. Let's see, what color should I do? I don't know how to choose it. Let's do green. So now I got my 3 right here, and I got my negative 5 right there. A 3 plus negative 5 is negative 2. So I just added these two functions. My final solution is 9x squared plus 2x minus 2. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake there. Okay, so that's adding those two functions. Let's now subtract those two functions. Again, I'm just going to rewrite it down here. I got my 5x squared minus 2x plus 3, parenthesis. And now I'm subtracting, because we're subtracting these two. And now I'll put my red function in here. I got my 4x squared plus 4x minus 5. Okay, now, this is what my wife always says. I mean, not always, but often I hear, stop, chop, chop, or something like that. I don't remember. But I hate subtracting polynomials. I don't like doing it. So I would rather add them. So what I do is, I turn this one into a positive, this minus into a positive. And when I do that, it's only for the thing being subtracted. Every sign on the inside here has got to change. Okay? So now this is going to be a negative, this is going to be a negative, and that's going to be a positive. Okay? And now I just add them. Isn't that nifty? So let's add them now. Let's start with the x squared terms. Here I got this 5x squared term right there, and this negative 4x squared, and I am adding them. 5 plus negative 4, that's just x squared. Okay, now let's do the x terms. I got a negative 2x right here, and I got plus a negative 4x right here. Negative 2x plus negative 4x is negative 6x right there. And then finally I got this 3, and I'm going to add it to this positive 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. So my final solution is x squared minus 6x plus 8. So there you go, guys. This is how you add and subtract functions. The next section, we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing functions.